So far on the channel, we have talked a lot about Cyberpunk 2077. We've gone through the whole of the beginning of the game, talking about character customization, the limitations with customization. We've then gone into the life paths, telling you exactly which life path does what, how it will fit your playstyle, and the content that will offer throughout the game. Now it's actually time to start talking about what happens mid-game. So you've customized your character, you've picked your life path, you're now playing, you're going through main missions, you're going through side missions, you're getting XP. What happens with all of that XP? So this is exactly what we're going to be going through in this video, as well as all the content that I will unlock by ranking up within Cyberpunk. As always, before I get into the video, if you do want to see me streaming this game live when it is finally released, and hopefully this time it will stay to be December and it won't get delayed again, then there is a link in the description down below which will take you over to the Twitch stream. Currently stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, but that is sure to ramp up to daily streams when Cyberpunk is out. So if that is of any interest to you, there is a link in the description down below. Just head over to there, drop a follow, and you'll be notified the next time I go live. Getting back into the video, Cyberpunk is a role-playing game, and part of a role-playing game is about picking a life that you want to get. And at the beginning, you create your own character. You don't change the name, it is still V, but you get to customize the look, and even going all the way down to customizing genitalia. After that, you get to pick your life path, and this allows you to pick one of three: Street Kid, Nomad, or Core. And this adds a little bit more depth because now you're able to pick the life path you want, which also picks the playstyle you want, how you want to actually interact with the world with certain elements. But after you've done all that, it's now about getting XP. And there are two main XP systems within Cyberpunk. You have your overall level and you also have Street Cred. Both of these benefit you in different ways, and depending how you want to progress will depend on what you do and what you push for. And just like everything else in this game, the choices within these areas will also shape V as a mercenary. So to begin with, your overall level. You will get XP for this by completing the main missions. The big thing about your overall level is every time you level up, you'll be able to unlock attribute points, which can be used into different attributes. For those of you who have watched a lot of Cyberpunk content, maybe done quite a bit of research with the customization at the beginning, you would know at the beginning of the game, you customize your character, you start with a couple attribute points, which you can either put into body, intelligence, reflexes, technical, or cool. This adds another layer in which you can yet again shape your character and have the playstyle that you want. The attribute points that you get every single time that you level up are the exact same. But now when deciding your attributes, you're not putting it in the overall category, you're actually looking at it in a much more in-depth view. You can see each one of these categories, being body, intelligence, reflexes, technical, and cool, being broken down into a number of different attributes which you can buy into. This is really where you start to get to shape V as a character. If you want to be a netrunner, you'll use the attribute points in the intelligence category, as these skills are hacking orientated. Maybe you don't want to be a netrunner, but instead you want to go into missions looking more like a badass. It would then be a good idea to invest attribute points into cool, as that will affect assassination, nerve, and sniper rifles. Upgrading your attributes will make you more proficient in these areas, and it will shape what you can actually do within the world. We're not just talking now you can actually hack into another person. We're now talking of a completely different route that you can do within a mission, a completely different entrance into a specific building that you need to get into. CD Projekt Red have tried to build up Cyberpunk so there's multiple ways that you can approach it, and this is just a part of open world games. CD Projekt Red have really tried to use that. So whatever attributes you buy into, think about what it can actually do for you and your playstyle. Is this something that you're going to enjoy doing? Because it is all nice talking about being a netrunner, but is this something that actually applies to your playstyle? We do know the areas that you can upgrade, as I have already mentioned them already, but we don't know the exact skills within each of these areas. We probably won't know this until the full release of Cyberpunk 2077. But what we can expect is quicker reload times, better accuracy, move faster with weapons, better hacking abilities, and less restrictions so you can hack into people, building, and vehicles. And the list can just go on and on and on with this. A lot of these skills do have images, and we can make assumptions of that. So for example, there's a lot of weapons within different areas, so imagine a lot of the skills being quicker reload times, better accuracy, and even moving faster with a weapon will actually be repeated for the different weapon types, being shotguns, sniper rifles, and handguns. But this is everything that you can do with your overall rank, which will help you shape your character and shape your playstyle. playstyle. The other XP system is Street Cred. You can only get XP for Street Cred by completing side missions and side activities, and it is completely separate from your overall rank. And you will be able to see this within the menu. Because these are separate levels, you can now see if a player has just played the main story mission or if they've also dabbled within the side missions. But they're not just here to see players' experience with main missions or side missions. Street Cred will deliver more and better content by ranking up. So for those of you that just like completing main missions and that's it, well, side missions play a massive part within Cyberpunk 2077. CD Projekt Red have said that the side missions aren't just your generic go to this location, kill someone, it's over. These side missions are filled with so much lore which is back in the world. But they also play a massive part within Street Cred, so it is vital that you go through them. So what do you actually get for leveling up Street Cred? So previously with your overall level, I said you can put attribute points in body, intelligence, reflexes, technical and core. With Street Cred, you can't do that. It's completely separate and has no effect into these different areas. But what Street Cred does is makes the world slightly deeper and more rewarding. With high Street Cred, you are perceived as being more powerful within the world of Cyberpunk. More people know you and understand what you're about. This would unlock more vendors, fixes, and you'll earn better contracts and become the go-to guy due to your extensive portfolio of successfully completing side missions. You'll get better items or clothing that can keep you protected from certain enemies. You'll also have more choice in cyberware as more Ripper dogs are open to having you as a client. This will benefit you when you do finally get into conflict. When going into main missions or even side missions, when talking to the main person, you also unlock more dialogue options which can shape the way you do side missions or even main missions. The life path at the beginning already has an effect on dialogue options, but the Street Cred will give you even more dialogue options. Your Street Cred rank will unlock more content within the Cyberpunk world, which will have a huge benefit to you as a player. Getting more missions, which will then reward you with more loot, making you more powerful, which would then give you more Street Cred. So there are a lot of benefits to ranking up your Street Cred by going into side missions. But this is also a good time to mention that the bigger you are, the more content you unlock, but also the bigger you are, the more of a target you are. This was said in a PC Games article, and it does sound like if you're known in the world of Cyberpunk because you have a high level in Street Cred, that you might all of a sudden be attacked in the streets. And we haven't actually seen this from gameplay, but the more I think about it, the more it actually makes sense that that would happen. Street Cred within Cyberpunk is also a variable. So what I mean by this is you can actually have an effect on it by changing up certain things. One thing that we've already seen is being able to have different items of clothing, which output a extra percentage based on Street Cred. We saw this in the 2018 48-minute gameplay video. And even though this is a very nice jacket to have, it fits in with the lore, and it gives a very nice output of Street Cred, I'm sure that there will be higher percentages as well. This will help you rank up a lot quicker. And I'm sure as you rank up, it will actually require you to get more XP to actually rank up within Street Cred, or if you manage to get a very nice item of clothing very early on, which has a high output on percentage for Street Cred, you're going to rank up extremely quickly. And remember how earlier I said if you rank up within Street Cred, you unlock more vendors in which you get to do more things. Well, you will unlock more vendors in which you could buy more clothing, in which that clothing could give you an extra percentage in Street Cred so that you can rank up even more to unlock more vendors. What we have here is just a cycle, and I think it could actually be pretty good. As far as I can tell, I haven't seen anything relating to gameplay or XP increases for clothing for the main missions. It does only seem like it is for Street Cred. Maybe the more kills you get in missions might give you a little bit more, but with this, we're really not too sure. So these are the two different XP systems within the game, and for how long I've actually been talking about this, you can see that it delves in deep into different areas within Cyberpunk. You have your overall level, which will unlock different skills for V, whereas your Street Cred will unlock more content. So you can actually make the option of what you actually want to do within the world. I'm sure 99% of us will be going through the main missions, and it is entirely up to you if you want to go into side missions. But if you do want to really experience this game and get the best of absolutely everything, the most value for your money, then it makes sense for you to go into the main missions, get your overall level, but also go into side missions so that you can get your Street Cred up. I'm definitely going to be taking a lot of time out of doing main missions just so I can do some side missions to see what other content that I can unlock. And I do know for quite a few other games, especially open world games, side missions don't have the best reputation. The CD Projekt Red with The Witcher 3 are known for making amazing side missions, and the same system that was made for those side missions within The Witcher 3 has been brought into Cyberpunk and slightly improved to be even better. But anyway, that is everything to do with the XP systems within Cyberpunk 2077. With this, I'm actually very excited about it. I thought it would be confusing at first when CD Projekt Red did say that there will be 2 XP systems, but it is actually very simple and it does kind of make sense. I said at the beginning, if you do want to see me playing this game live when it is finally released, then there is a link in the description down below which will take you over to the Twitch channel. Head over to there, drop a follow, and you'll be notified the exact time in which these streams go live, and I'm praying that it will still be on the 10th of December and it won't get delayed again. But with this, we just need to wait and see. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going to see you.